Hello everyone, this is Super Dimensional Bun. Today I'll be doing a conversion and review of Bandai's 1/44 scale non-grade Gundam GP01 Zephyranthes full burner from the OVA series Gundam 0083. This kit was released in 1992 and retails for 1,000 yen. So, as you can see here, this kit was actually I won't say a repackaging of the GP01 with extra parts for the for the full burner kit. So you'll get pretty much the same accessories and a few things more. So let's go ahead and start with the conversion. So there are only a few things that you'll need to transfer over. So you got, once you've built up the rest of the body, you got the head. Let's see, you got the beam sabers, at least just the handles. And these are much better because they're cylinders versus like half circles. They'll stick in a lot better. Oh, like I said, they'll stay in a lot better. And last but not least, you got the arms. So let's take them off here. Now I can throw that one away. So here are the shoulder parts for full burner, and you can see they're smaller. They're kind of small semicircles on the inside that attach to the to the arms. So all I need to do is pull them out from here. It's the same design, just they point downward. Let's see if I can get them out without breaking anything. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now I need to be careful here. Don't want to redo the paint job. Ooh. Clean that up a little bit. Come on. Ooh, that's split. Oh, might have to re-glue that later. Okay, so don't worry if you missed that. And you know what? I did it on the wrong arm, but you know what? That's okay. Just take the right forearm, attach it there, and go ahead and stick it into the peg there. Okay, now let's try that again with the left arm. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Here's the tricky part. Okay. I think I got it. Yep, there you go. So that one wasn't too bad. Ugh. So with this kit I actually replaced some of the old poly caps. It's just the design of them weren't to my liking, so I replaced them with some spare ones I got from my HGUC kits. Oh, side skirt. Okay. Let's put that one away. Alright, so now let's take a quick close-up of this kit. Okay, so you've got the head. Let's get the light a little better. So, in my opinion, it's not a very bad interpretation of the full burner version of the GP01. I mean, there are some things that are left to be desired. I mean, this is a non-grade kit, but yeah, here's the back. So I painted this one completely and pen aligned it. A few customizations here and there, but yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the articulation. You got the head. It's just a peg and poly cap, so it can only go up and down, but it doesn't move, it doesn't tilt side to side. Look at the arms. bend them outward a little bit and they can go 360. The elbows, same arms obviously from the GP01 version. Twist at the elbow. Got these little covers that move on the sides. Okay, there's no waist articulation. It's all molded with the crotch armor. But let's see. Side skirts do move, but they're, as you saw already, can fall off. The gray pieces are connected to the hip, and these white parts are connected to the gray pieces. Similar, the front skirt armor is done similarly. It's just this little weird long peg. You stick this on and hope it doesn't fall off again. The backpack can actually move up and down, and there's a reason for that. I'll show you guys a little later. These thrusters can rotate. Oof, they're connected by polycaps inside the backpack as well. And I've replaced these polycaps, but you know, similarly they kind of look like that too. They're just darker. They're the polycaps that came with the kit were a little lighter. Okay, and of course they can spin around. Okay, now you got the legs. So these legs are connected via ball and socket polycaps. So you have some range of motion. They might break over time. This one did. Oops, there's the backpack. So one of the polycaps is cracked. And let's see, so it's a little loose obviously, but you can see the range of motion it has. They can go out that far, and this thing's falling. I need to glue this piece on. Okay, let's do it from this side. Forward, it can go, well, without the skirt armor, it can go all the way up to here. This thing's supposed to bend up to that far. I mean, not bend, but move outward. You can only reconnect this thing. Okay. You got another piece here that can open up and down. Same with the back. And in the back, you know, shows it has a little thruster in there. That's kind of nice. Almost forgot about that. You rarely see that. Alright. Legs are connected by ball and socket polycaps, as you see right here. Maybe not. Okay. So that far up, that far down. And you can twist it a little bit. Oops. Oh man, this one's cracked. So anyway, see what I can do about that later. Okay, so let's put the backpack on. The thrusters fell out. So the reason why this backpack can come off, and it's supposed to, is that it can transform, or turn this thing the right way, into a core fighter. Oh man, this is pretty tough. Okay. Pretty tight. I want to be careful with that. So these two pegs can rotate upward, and then you got the core fighter. They insert into the two holes in the back of the core fighter, and there you go. Because of landing gear, you can insert them or take them out, whatever. For the purposes of this review, I will take them out if I can. Man, that thing's stuck in there. Hold on for a second. There you go. And of course, you can just put in the beam sabers from the kit. For now, let's go back to the kit itself. Other accessories. Now, that wasn't so bad. So you get pretty much the same accessories that you do with the GP01 normal. You got Let's tilt this thing back down. You got the shield, which, you know, pretty much holds the same way. Twist the arm a little bit so it wouldn't look so bad. It has the same issues as the regular GP01. Doesn't hold it very well. Let's not hold it then. Alright, you got the beam saber. It's not very long, but it fits in the palm, like so. Alright, then you got a secondary hand. It's a little bit forward that holds the beam rifle. So I've covered this in the other review, but let's see, the handle can swivel left and right. One problem is that the scope is located in the middle when it's supposed to be slightly to the side. Plus that little bump I customized and glued it on and painted. This thing was concave and it's totally smooth, except for a big crease in the middle too, so, or a seam line. So that wasn't too cool. Anyway, so go ahead and insert the hand into the beam saber. So it's kind of loose and will fall off if you let it. Let's go ahead and place the hands. See how it looks like with the beam rifle. The hand's angled so then it can fit on this forearm. So there's a little bump there that also gets in the way. But yeah, it's not too elegant looking with the beam saber, beam rifle. Okay. What else? Oh, and one thing that comes extra are the little Verners that pop out of the chest. You can pop these out. I'll just pop one out if I can. I haven't done this in years. Alright, and then just insert one that has it exposed. Now, so there you go. Now, the Verners from the shoulders do not pop out. There's no extra parts for that. So, yeah, don't expect it. So, it's a non-grade kit. There you go. So, pros and cons. So, cons first, I'm sorry, is that it is an old non-grade kit, has old style polycaps which break. I didn't realize that the ones in the ankles broke, so that's either needs some kind of repair work. Maybe if you find newer versions of the polycaps and fit it in there, that would work. But the ones for the hips are larger, so I kind of doubt you're going to find a replacement polycaps for that unless you buy a whole new kit. Now you can't. Now this kit doesn't have ball and socket. This extra parts for the kit. The GP01 does not have the same kind of ball and socket polycaps. It's just all regular cylinder polycaps, so you can't transplant from one set to the other. What else? I mean, it's definitely clunkier looking. It's bulky. It's not as proportionate as well, but even though it's still not that bad. Beam saber is kind of short. Beam rifle looks a little odd on this kit. I mean, at least the way it's holding it. Forearms are a little too bulky. And it doesn't have as much panel lines as, say, a modern day kit. Pros. Let's say, for me, it's closer to the line art than, let's say, the high grade kit, or the HGC version of this kit. What I liked about it is that, well, one, it's simple, obviously. There's less parts. It actually came in 4 colors as compared to this guy, which only came in 2. You know, it had some gray parts, white, blue, and red. So pretty complete. What really drew me to this one versus a high grade kit was that these Verners, you know, you can replace these extra thrusters. I hated the look on a high grade HGC version of it because these things were permanently stuck out. You couldn't replace parts and have it where it's not exposed. So there's that. I at the time I liked the head shape a little better on this one. I mean, I still kind of do. It's not that great, but I still think it looks better this way. It's 1,000 yen, so I think the HGC version is like 1600 yen, I believe. Yeah, let's see what else. The feet on this one definitely closer to the line art. I mean, it's supposed to taper off and be thinner on the front. I mean, the HGC version's just kind of fat all around. What else? Well, let's see. A con of this one, you got to paint it to make it look good. Obviously, I mean, not a lot of painting to tell you the truth, because the feet are already red, but you need to paint a little bit of the feet inside. All the gray parts all around the legs. I mean, there's a few small gray parts here and there, but it really didn't matter. They were attached to, they were on the same screw as the backpack. You got a ton of little details you need to paint, which, you know, once you do it, it does make it look pretty good. So there's a pro and a con right there. Yeah. So, and of course, there's a time when I compare it. Here you got I have the GP01, HGC GP01. You know, definitely better in proportions, but a little too skinny, in my opinion. Go ahead and match this up with the GM Cannon. Now, I love this kit too. I mean, they're partners in the OVA, and you know, they make a pretty good pair. And of course, you got GP02. This is the high grade version. I would not touch the non-grade version of it, but the HGC kit. So you see, it's a little taller than the GP02. And, you know, you chalk that up to being an old 90s kit that's a non-grade. So, you know, proportions aren't exactly exact. But anyway. And also, let's see, there's also you got the Core Fighter. You compare that with the one that came with the HGC version of it. And, you know, let's go ahead and pop this off again. It's not a bad Core Fighter, but it is a little floppy. So, because of this weird connection it has on the back. And it looks kind of big and unwieldy. Let's go. I'll take one off for now. I mean, the connection in the middle looks a little weak. You know, I prefer it to go in a little further and look more solid, but it's just not. I mean, definitely looks space worthy. I mean, it's an interesting design compared to the regular Core Fighter. See, it doesn't look that much better or worse than the HGC version. I actually kind of like it better, to tell you the truth. Anyway, final thoughts. So, this is a 1992 kit, but I think it's very well done for 1992. You don't get to see this much articulation or design in most kits of the day. I mean, it's nice that it has extra backpack articulation. It's pretty, I mean, the proportions of the kit aren't that bad. It looks pretty good to me, and, well, I'm running out of time. So, anyway, not a bad kit for 1,000 yen. You get extra parts, and it doesn't look horribly bad. I mean, so, tune in again next time. Well, you know what? I will finish off in the next video. Alright, back to what I was saying. 1,000 yen, not too bad. Okay, now I got to compare this quickly to the the real grade version. Obviously, there's a big difference between this one and the real grade version. You don't have the internal skeleton and all of the little details that come with it. All the little stickers. I mean, it will blow this one away, but that one is what, 2,500 yen versus this 1,000 yen kit. Big difference right there. I'm not too fond of the real grade kits, to tell you the truth. Too many parts, too much detail, let's say. I mean, they're definitely showpieces, but you know, this is a great kit if you're starting out. Let's see, you know, you can make a lot of improvements to it, or detail it as much as you want, and not feel so bad about breaking it, or making it look funny. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good proportioned kit for for a kit of this line. If you've seen GP01 or GP02, they have horrible proportions. This one does help. Arms don't look as long as they do with this kit. You do get the spare parts, which is kind of nice if you want to switch in between them, but to tell you the truth, I don't think I will ever switch it back. You get the core fighter, you get, well, beam saber and a shield, and one extra hand, and you get these extra parts for showing the thrusters in the chest, so that's a big plus. And plus, I really didn't like the look of the high-grade version where the thrusters are popping out of shoulders and you can't go back. You can break them off or something, but I'd rather not do that. So there you go. I think it's a good buy for 1,000 yen. You know, it's a decent kit. But then again, I also hope there is a revived version of the HGUC kit. So let's hope to that. Anyway, all right. Tune in again next time. I will see you guys then.